Good evening and salutations, my Y&R fans. I haven't actually did a Y&R review in a hot minute, and I definitely want to do more of these reviews. As far as Y&R is concerned, it's just finding the time to actually do it. Um, but going into this episode, there's some people that just work my nerves. It was just some people that just work my nerves. Um, Ashley and just her whole tirade with Jack about Diane. I'm like, boo, Phyllis just died, allegedly, which is crap, by the way, but. And for some odd reason, you think now is the time for you to sit there and start going at Jack about Diane? Oh, I'm just so surprised that you actually took time out to not defend Diane, to actually care about other people. And it just went on and on and on. And it's like, bro, she just I know this is a soap opera, so it's like they gotta sit there and argue and argue and argue and argue and argue, but like it's like there was just no filter with her. After a while, it's like you made your position clear, and there's no point to sit there and continue. It's like she doesn't actually have an off button with that, and she just kept going at him just nonstop, and it's like, sis, he doesn't need this right now. But she whines and she complains, and she just goes on and on about Diane, and then she goes to Tucker's, right? She goes to Tucker to sit there and vent. Of course, Tucker will sit there and listen. Of course, he'll turn it around and, use this to his advantage to get closer to Ashley. So he starts talking about this fantasy life that he wants to have with her as far as marriage and everything. And, you know, she was liking the idea and it got her mind off of, Jack and Diane. But she was like, I'm not there yet. And for this is what I've had issues with in the beginning with Ashley and Tucker. Because this dude didn't just cheat on her once, but twice. He lied to her so many times, right? Throughout their years, including when he got back. I don't know if people actually want those two together. I just sit there and I look at it and I'm just like, how do you sit there and root for two people to be together when this one person has been a habitual, I'm trying to use the right word, but like just a consistent and habitual liar and cheater. He's broken her heart multiple times. And I guess for me, I don't understand in good conscience how you can sit there and root for those two to be together again. Like, I know it's a fantasy, but even on some level, you're basically sitting there saying, I want them together. I know that he cheated on her twice and lied to her a bunch of times, but he's going to be a changed man and they're going to look so cute together. I can't see it. Maybe because I'm too logical with this stuff, but even on that level, whatever. I don't get it. Summer has been nothing but a constant pain in the ass. She has been annoying from start to finish. And, her with Kyle. See, the thing is, Kyle's not trying to be there for her, right? And I know some people is like, when I said what I said before about how did Kyle just let Summer go at his mother like that? And how she just needed to vent and she just lost her mother and, she had to get it out and it was the best thing. Listen, hell would freeze over. Okay? Hell would freeze over before I ever allow my significant other to just go at my mother to make her feel better. I understand about love and sacrifice and marriage and stuff, but you gotta draw a line somewhere in the sand. Because I just don't see that as in being okay in any world. And once again, she starts bad mouthing Kyle's mother in front of him. And she's all like, oh, well, Diane wanted my mom dead. She kept wishing for my mom to be dead. Okay, yeah, and granted, that's terrible, but boy, you're coming at her like she actually plunged a knife in her chest. So, and he just sits there and he takes it. And it's like, he's trying to help and she's being moody with him. Okay, fine. He wants to sit there and beat a brunt and just let her let out her frustration on him. Cool, cool, whatever. But when it comes towards his mom and you just letting her just talk like that, nah, bro, that ain't okay on any level. Period, point blank. But of course, she acts all moody. And, Kyle's like, you need to sit there and talk to Sharon. She was like, I don't want to talk to Sharon because, she's not going to brainwash me. And she just kept going on and on and on. And then she walks past Sharon when she's just sitting there trying to be nice to her. I'm like, at this point, I don't know who I'm more frustrated with as far as characters is concerned. Hope was getting kind of annoying. But, for the most part, Hope is, whatever. Spencer on General Hospital has been getting on my nerves since he pretty much got back. Summer is just full 24/7. I can't stand this chick. So it just makes me think which one I actually genuinely hate more. And it's like they're just competing. Um, but she talks to Daniel, and then they start both whining and talk about they feel guilty for how they treated Summer, and it's just this whine fest. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I personally don't care because they treated Summer exactly how they should sit there and treat a woman that will a human being that will sit there and act like a damn child. You know, two people who hired her and had to fire her because she couldn't keep her ish together long enough to just work it. No, no, no. I had to get back at Diane. She fantasized and she fixated her life on getting back at Diane. So at some point, they pretty much kind of reached their breaking point. This whole whining and crying, and I feel guilty, and I feel guilty for the way I treated my mom, and this is the reason why I want to make her funeral. So I'm like, blah 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 blah. Y'all did the exact right thing. This whining is just extra over the top and super annoying. Um, but then they get into, Summer. I feel like she's writing a comic book at this point. She gets it in her head that, Jeremy's to blame and Diane's to blame, and they were both teaming up against Phyllis, and then Diane, I don't know, betrayed Jeremy, and so this is the story that she's going with because for some odd reason it just makes sense. Sharon was there. She didn't really do anything like she normally doesn't do anything. I don't understand. Here's the thing: when I start doing these live streams, right, and I start asking, is certain people necessary? It makes me wonder: is Sharon really necessary for this show? I mean, with this show, sometimes it moves so slow. You kind of wonder: is most of these characters really necessary? But she didn't really do anything today. She talked about Ray, Mariah, and Tess, and their storyline that they're doing off screen because this is how much they actually care about the two characters. With Billy, and then Billy goes to talk to Jack, and Billy's like, "Hey, listen, I heard word on the street is that Diane has something to do with Phyllis' death." I mean, I don't believe that, but it's just I'm just saying, word on the street is, and of course Jack is like, "Nope, I don't give a damn what they gotta say. I want to marry this woman," and it's actually makes me, like he's pretty much like, I want to sit there and protect her even more now. So that happens. I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else. Sharon was there, but she didn't really do anything. Like she mostly doesn't do anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's a supporting character at this point, so I guess she's needed when people want to vent because apparently the only people that can sit there and vent to is Sharon. I know Sharon was supposed to probably have a storyline with Chance, but of course, that's not going to happen unless they decide to get a fourth chance or a fifth chance, or so maybe that may be back on the table at some point. Who knows? Yeah, the actor's getting paid, so that's fine. This must kind of suck sometimes, though. Like, even if I didn't know her, and I sit there and say, well, you did your lines really well, and, you were really amazing today. It's like, yeah, you're an amazing actor. You did your lines. But I couldn't even sit there and say, man, your storyline was really good because you did. And then you said, and then it was that one time, like those days just long behind her. And at this point, the chick is just there for a chat. Just there for a chat. On some level, I kind of can't blame her, but still. But I mean, I can't blame her. It's just, it sucks. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened. Um, I still can care less about this whole Phyllis death storyline until she comes back. Here's the thing. There's so many different rumors. Michelle Stanford left, and Michelle Stanford got fired, and it's like, you know what? Listen, I know a lot of channels will love to sit there and clickbait you because they want to get those views, and I know how tempted it is to sit there and click on those videos. Let everything play out. Wait to official words from the actual studio, from the actual actress, Michelle herself, before anyone starts believing in, well, this person said this and that person said that. And then here's a rumor that sit there and, because here's the thing, whenever people write rumors in a comment section, somebody else picks it up, they say it in the next person's comment section, and the next person's comment section, and then some bright-eyed reviewer sit there and look at that and take that as the gospel truth. So, you know, just saying. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. If I did miss anything, come to the live stream. You're gonna be sitting there talking about it, as well as all the other four soap operas, or the other three soap operas. Monday through Friday, like I always do, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Saturdays and Sundays for members. If you're not a member, hit the join button at the bottom. We have a lot of fun. Um, exclusive membership, exclusive live streams, exclusive videos, and member shoutouts. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I hate the fact that it's still ending on 13 minutes. I am superstitious to some extent. But I actually do like black cats though. I will cross a black cat. I will walk under a ladder. Certain things I just do not mess with. Like when I see numbers that says 666, I'm like, yeah, I don't really mess with that. 13, not really a fan of it. And it's almost clocking out at 14 minutes. So. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.